Well, hello, hi, hello, my dear students. Welcome to my video lecture class. Right up to now, I uploaded video lectures on the topic Newton's laws of motion. In this Newton's laws of motion, so first I discussed Newton's first law and applications of Newton's first law, types of inertia, linear momentum, and change in linear momentum, applications of change in linear momentum. These are all I discussed in previous lectures. Please watch that lectures. Today we are going to start the second law of Newton's. This is very important. So Newton's second law of motion. So Newton's second law of motion. Newton's second law of motion. Second law of motion. So Newton's second law of motion, this is very important. So what is meant by Newton's second law? First of all, I'll discuss statement, okay, and after that I derive that. So Newton's second law. So first statement, the rate of change of the rate of change of linear momentum linear momentum is directly proportional to is directly proportional to is directly proportional to net external force, net or resultant external force adds on a body. So what is the statement here? According to Newton's second law, the rate of change of linear momentum is directly proportional to net or resultant force acting on a body. So here rate of change of linear momentum is indicated with dp bar by dt. So is directly proportional to net external force acting on a body. So this is a statement. So here, while removing proportionality limit, so we are placing some constant. dp bar by dt is equal to, we are placing some constant, that constant into f net. Let k is equal to 1. So from this we got here dp bar by dt is equal to f net or f bar net. Okay, so here that means the net external force or resultant force acting on any body is directly proportional to rate of change of linear momentum. That is called Newton's second law of motion. So this is about Newton's second law of motion. Here direction of net force or resultant force is along the direction of acceleration. Here direction of net force or resultant force is along the direction of acceleration. In what direction acceleration is adds, that direction only here net force is adds. Okay, so this is very important. So now, from this we concluded that, observe carefully. So here dp bar by dt is equal to f net bar. Is it or not? So that means f bar net is equal to d by dt of momentum means mass into velocity vector. D by dt of mass into velocity vector. From this, mass is constant, d by dt of velocity vector v bar. So from this, mass into acceleration. So that means f bar net is equal to mass into acceleration. So few minutes back I explained direction of net force is along the direction of acceleration. Satisfies this equation or not? Direction of net force is always along the direction of acceleration. This is called Newton's second law derivation. So the main important thing is here in this Newton's second law, two parameters are there: mass and acceleration. So now I consider derivation, the most important point here. Observe carefully. So all of you observe carefully. This is very, very important. So here P bar is equal to mass into V bar. Already you know. Change in linear moment. Here linear momentum P bar is equal to mass into velocity vector V bar. So now differentiating on both sides with respect to t. Differentiating on both sides with respect to t. So from this we concluded that differentiating on both sides with respect to t. So what we got, dp bar by dt is equal to, so differentiation of AB, first taken A as constant, differentiating of V bar, dV bar by dt, plus now V bar as constant, next we write dm by dt. So dp bar by dt is equal to m into dv bar by dt plus v bar into dm by dt. Okay, so here formula is d by dx of uv is equal to u into dv by dx plus v into du by dx. So this is the formula, differentiation formula. So first you consider u as a constant value, then differentiating v. So that's v as constant value, differentiating another parameter. This is very important. So differentiation of xy. Okay, so from this m into dv bar by dt plus v bar into dm by dt. So from this dp bar by dt means already you know f net this is it or not? So according to Newton's second law, f bar net is equal to dp bar by dt or not? Dp bar by dt. So substitute here, instead of dp bar by dt I substitute here f bar net. From this m into here dv bar by dt, differentiation of velocity with respect to time, will get acceleration. So is it or not? So dv bar by dt, m into dv bar by dt plus v bar into dm by dt. So this equation is very, very important. So observe carefully. So this equation is very, very important. So while solving numericals, this is very important. So f bar net is equal to m into dv bar by dt plus v bar into dm by dt. This equation is very, very important. So here in this equation, case 1. So in this equation, case 1. So what is case 1 here? First, mass is constant. If mass is equal to constant, how the equation will be changed? If mass is equal to constant. So before going to that, you want one formula. D by dt of constant. Differentiation of constant value is 0. Differentiation of constant value is 0. Differentiation of constant value is always 0. So this is very important. Differentiation of constant value is 0. So if m is equal to constant, so then what we got here, f bar net. If m is equal to constant, if you take just F bar net is equal to so m is equal to constant, that means dm by dt tends to 0. What we got here, m into dv bar by dt. So because this will becomes 0, because dm by dt will become 0 because m is equal to constant here. So we got here, so case 2, apply this formula. If velocity is equal to constant, okay, velocity is equal to constant, here m is equal to constant, velocity is variable here, velocity is variable because it is changes, velocity is variable. Here v is equal to constant, mass is variable, that means what we got here, f bar net is equal to, velocity is constant means the differentiation of dv by dt becomes 0, it becomes 0. What we got here, v bar into dm by dt, so this is another equation. So this is very important, observe carefully. So very important, dm by dt. Here mass is variable, so mass is variable. So in the previous case velocity is variable, so velocity is variable, you consider here m into dv bar by dt. Here mass is variable, v bar into dm by dt. This is a formula. So here the main important, these two formulas are very important, based upon so given condition. If velocity is varies in that problem, so you apply this formula. If mass is variable in this problem, we apply in this formula. Is it or not? For example, velocity variable case, already you know, if car is moving on the road, so it moving initially with the speed 50 meter per second, after some time it attains 60 meter per second, after some time it attains 80 meter per second. Here velocity is varies continuously, but car mass is constant. So that is one best example, velocity is varies. Next, mass is varies, best example is rocket. If rocket is moving upwards, it releases exhaustible gases. Example is rocket. Rocket is best example for this. Rocket. So example rocket here. So rocket is best example. So here while moving rocket, here mass is changes continuously. Because it releases exhausted gases. So mass is changes continuously. So this is very important. So these two formulas are useful for applying concept. Okay. So this is about Newton's second law. Okay. So statement of Newton's second law is, so rate of change of linear momentum is always directly proportional to net external force or resultant force acting on a body. Okay, this is a statement and this is a derivation of Newton's second law. These two cases are very important. So now, so next lecture we are going to discuss, so what are the units of force, and what is the relation between Newton and dyne, and one more thing, what are the gravitational units of force and applications of Newton's second law. These are all I discussed in next lecture. So thank you watching my lectures, thank you for supporting me, thank you so much. Again I'll come back with new concepts and newer formulas. Please watch my lectures continuously and till the end. Definitely you realize that you love the physics subject, you love the whole concepts. Thank you so much.